Hi, everyone. I'm here today to introduce the new series that I'm going to be doing for all the zodiac signs. This one will be a reading to find out how these next 3 years of your life are going to be impacted, the central theme of these next 3 years of your life. If you are not aware, and my astrology that I put out every Sunday on the 15th, 4/15, we entered a 3-year period of time in which Pisces is being schooled by the sign of Saturn. So it's kind of like the oppression of the energy of Pisces. Now, what you should know about this, first of all, we've been in the age of Pisces since around 50 BCE, and we will be transitioning into the age of Aquarius and solidifying the age of Aquarius at 2100. Okay. It seems like a far way away because we're like 75 years away from actually being in 2100. But that means that we are currently in this 100-year cycle from 2000 to 2100 of the shift into the age of Aquarius. The first 25 years was the concession, let's say that concession of the sign of Pisces giving the crown to the age of Aquarius. And this is the reason why we saw so much divisiveness, so much turbulence, and so much ugly. Then from 25 to 50, we're going to go into this transition where our physical world will be affected as we enter into the new rules of the age of Aquarius. And then we're going to go from 50 to 75, where we are going to see the impact of our social emotional frameworks. So, relationship skills, connections, so forth, so stuff, that stuff that has to do with your emotional body, and that will be shifting into the age of Aquarius. Another large shift that will be causing a lot of chaos. And then finally, from 75 to 100 is when we enter into the psychic world, where our minds are and our spirit is being affected by the age of Aquarius. And then we're solidified the age of Aquarius. So why I'm telling you this is because these first 3 years is the giving up of the crown. We're actually entering into what the Bible talks about in the age of, in the book of Revelations of the 7 years of darkness. This is the first 3 years, and then we're going to go into another 4 year cycle, which is like, that shift. Okay, so you have to think of 7, very important because it represents every single one of our energy centers. So if you're going from the base all the way to the crown, it's not until the 7th year that we finally are free from all the confinements of the age of Pisces. What does the age of Pisces mean? You have to think of the age of Pisces as the two fish. This is when there was a separation between the yin and the yang, where there are perceived differences between white and black and good and bad and right and wrong, kind of a separation. And then because of that separation, there was a lot of deceit because as you saw the yin and yang, there was a lot of yin inside the yang and a lot of yang inside the yin, right? So there's darkness, hidden darkness in people. There's masks that they were wearing. There was lies and deceit. As we're entering into the age of Aquarius, what we're doing is that we're moving into a season in which your external world and the way people view you and everything will be what your internal world truly is. There is no more hiding. And I've explained this over and over again for a while, but a lot of people are not understanding. There are some people that are already receiving the impacts of being seen. Some of them are very negative and some of them are really positive. It depends on what side of the spectrum you are. So this series will be focusing on this. This introduction video will be in every single one of them. So people are aware as to what it is that I'm focusing on. We will see how it will affect your light aspect. In other words, the sun, what you can see in your life and what you will know on your 3D reality. And then we're going to be looking at your dark aspect and the moon aspect, which is your subconscious. And then we're also going to be looking at the thing you will be confronting because we will be looking at your double energy. So I hope this is very informative and it helps you guys to understand why you're feeling how you're feeling these next 3 years, as it is a huge shift that is happening in the collective. Thank you for being part of the family and always subscribing. Thank you for checking out my website and subscribing to my newsletter there, where I send out a email every week on the astrology. And thank you for being interested in the services that I provide. All of you guys have been a blessing to me and a blessing to this channel, and I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's start our message. Hello, Cancer. I was looking for a second because I'm like, did I press record? It's happened to me before. So I'm going to move the cards at least 4 times just to make sure they're nicely shuffled for every single one of you guys. Even though I'm using a different deck for, I'm trying to get every single time to have a different deck. So I'm going to start off by pulling some charms to find your energy. Woo, this is interesting. So here is a monkey. And when I saw the monkey, first of all, I feel like you're being strongly influenced by somebody of the Chinese zodiac of the monkey. Okay. But I'm also hearing monkey see, monkey do. And then we have this combination, which is a crazy combination of, let me see if I can get my fingers to hold them together. Here he goes. The moon with the owl. Tell me if that's not some crazy intuition. That's some crazy intuition, you guys. That's like some kind of crazy intuition, and there's a monkey there. So either somebody of the Chinese zodiac of the monkey or monkey see, monkey do. So we'll see how that plays out to this. I'm going to pull out again the sun, the moon, the devil. So sometimes I repeat the sun, the moon, and the devil sometimes because I'm doing this and I'm like, what is it that I'm pulling again? Let's see. The sun, the moon, and the devil. Oh, here goes the moon. Shut up. And we have the devil in the moon. Ooh, wait a second. Shut up. And we have the sun. Ooh, children's. Look at this. In the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Pentacles. And this is what I'm feeling here. Mind, body, and spirit. All of them are mixing into one. So like your body would be the sun, your mind would be the moon, and the mind would be the devil, and the spirit would be the moon. Okay, so all 3 of them are playing a game together. Like there is no division between this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this everything's happening all together. This is crazy. Okay, let's start with this. Let's just start how it goes, okay? Because this is crazy. So the first thing, something's happening in your subconscious. What's happening in your subconscious is this energy right here. This is crazy because there is a spiritual inheritance in magic that you have, Cancer. A magical is spiritual inheritance. Come on, focus, child. There, magical spiritual inheritance. So this is a spiritual gift. I want to pull other cards, but that would be unfair because I'm not doing that for anybody else. So, an awakening of a spiritual gift happening these next 3 years. Holy shit. But holy shit again. Spiritual gifts are no joke. You get tempted. My mother-in-law used to tell me this, may she rest in peace. She used to talk about how when a spiritual gift awakens inside of you, you are confronted with the crossroads between good and evil. In the good, you will be shown all the suffering of the world, and you will also be made to suffer. And until you pass the trials, or you go to the darkness where you will not suffer and you will receive so many material goods. And so you will be faced with that dilemma because people say, well, that's not even a choice because who wants to be dark? Are you kidding me? It's like, who wants to be a masochist and be hurt? Nobody. But that's it's kind of like the Jesus trials, right? He went through 3, and I'm going to let you know, it's going to be 3 years of suffering. Okay. Because it's not a joke that the number lines that they have for Jesus is legit the thing, right? So he spent 3 years preaching when he went to his death. So those 3 years he was met with positive things because he was able to do miracles, but he was also met with everybody and the mama going against them, trying to kill him, right? Until in the end, he actually died. So that's the soul death. So keep that in mind. There's an awakening, but it comes at a cost, because you will, this is the moon and the owl. Um, you will confront the 3 years of trials, which is the 3 years we're talking about right now. So I think you're starting a 3-year trial. Okay. Second, we enter into this, one feeds into the other. We enter the energy of the moon. So this is where they tempt you. And right here is saying that the temptation will be that if you choose the light aspect, you're going to have to walk away from everything you created and destroy the life that you have. Destroy your foundations. The surprise will be you will walk away from everything. And then we have the 3D life, the sun card. We have the 4 of Wands, creating a new foundation for yourself, having to rebuild from the rubble that was left behind. 6 of Cups, creating a world based on your truest nature, the one that you actually were born with before you were distorted by the world around you. Ace of Cups. And then we have the energy of freaking a shit ton of downloads. That's all I'm going to say, because the glow is on our head and the cup is running over. This is literally massive dreams that are telling you what's going to happen, intuition, ghosts coming to visit you, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'm talking about constant hits. I would double up in your electrolytes, because we do a lot of channeling. It uses in the minerals in your body. So double up on your vitamins, double up in your electrolytes. You're going to have to change the way you eat, the way that you are. You might need to exercise because it does take a toll on your body. What was I going to tell you also? Oh, and I would refrain and abstain from any type of narcotic use, alcohol. If you're going to do alcohol, very, very little. Like I'm talking like 1 cup and that's it in like a week. No pot, no shrooms, no all that crazy shit that they have out there that it gives you a spiritual awakening. I'm like, stupid. But there are many false gods. But all those things will provoke more the energy of the devil. Like you will see it more, you will feel it more, you will experience more, and you will go through hell. But this is a melding of your mind, body, and spirit. And it's provoked, monkey see, monkey do, by the monkey. Wow. This one's interesting. Somebody's going to get magic. Get ready for it. I hope this helps you.